Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now let us see next question, that is question number 7. Prove that the points minus 7 comma minus 3, 5 comma 10, 15 comma 8 and 3 comma minus 5 taken in an order are the corners of a parallelogram. Here we need to take the given points in an order. So let us consider this point as A, B, C and then D. See, here we are going to prove A, B, C, D form a parallelogram. This is the shape of parallelogram. Here A, B, C and D. Here you need to understand, we have to take the given points in an order. For example, if you take this as A, so here minus 7 comma minus 3, if we take it as A, then next 5 comma 10 should be given for the B. So here 5 comma 10 is B. In the same order, here 15 comma 8 will be given for C. So here 15 comma 8 and D is 3 comma minus 5. Here some children, they may commit mistake. They may take here AB, then they will take CD here. Here you do understand. They will take A here, B here, then they take C here, D here. That is wrong. Here we need to follow an order. So after A immediately B should come. In the same way then C should be there, then again D. After D again we should reach to A. This is the order. Now here let us write the checklist what we are going to check here. First checking is, let us see the properties of a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Here in this chapter it is very difficult to prove them as parallel. That's why here, as this concept is based on distances, so here we are finding the opposite sides. That means if we find AB and CD, if they are equal, that means opposite pair of sides are equal, AB equal to CD and AD equal to BC. AD equal to BC. This is one of the criterions to be proved. And second one, that means here it gives that opposite sides are, or opposite pair of sides are equal. Next thing is that the diagonals AC and diagonal BD, they are not equal. AC is not equal to BD. It shows that diagonals, length of diagonals are not equal. And one more thing what we need to check here is the diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. The meaning is that this point, for example, suppose this point I am taking it as O, or you may get confused. If I take O, you may think that 0 comma 0. So let us change this value. I am taking this as P. That means here both the diagonals are bisecting at P. The meaning is that midpoint of AC is P. The same P is the midpoint of BD also. So here we can check midpoint of AC should be is equal to midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. If we are able to prove all the three conditions, then ABCD will be a parallelogram. So let us start our problem. So here, as I told you, this is distance based concept. So let us write the distance formula. So here the distance between AX1 Y1 comma BX2 Y2 is AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So now here let us find each distance. So first I am finding here AB. So here AB. Here as I told you, let us label them A, B, C and D. Here I am writing, let A becomes minus 7 comma minus 3, B becomes 5 comma 10, C becomes 15 comma 8, D becomes 3 comma minus 5. Right? Now here we find distance between A and B. It is x1, y1, x2, y2. So x2 minus x1, 5 minus of minus 7. So we can write as 5 plus 7, 5 plus 7 whole square plus 10 minus of minus 3. So 10 plus 3, 10 plus 3 whole square under root. So if we simplify, 5 plus 7 is 12. So it is 12 square. It is 12 square. 12 square is 144 plus 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 square is 169. When we add them, here we get 4 plus 9 is 3. So 13. It is here 10 plus 1 is 1. Here it is 313. So here let us write here. It is 313. Right? Let us check once again. 9 plus 4 is 13. Here 1. It is 7. 11. Here 1. It is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, right. 313 units. As here I am writing small u because there is no place. It indicates units. Now AB over. Now we need to find CD. Right? Distance between C and D. Distance between C and D. See here 3 minus 15. Or we can write 15 minus 3 also, children. As I am saying you, here it is whether x2 minus x1 whole square or x1 minus x2 whole square, both are the same. So here 15 minus 3 is plus 12 square, 3 minus 15 is minus 12 square, that is also plus 12 square. So here however you want you can take it. So here 3 minus 15 whole square plus minus 5 minus 8 whole square, minus 5 minus 8 whole square. Let us simplify this. 3 minus 15 is minus 12. Minus 12 whole square is plus 144. Right? Same way. Minus 5 minus 8 is minus 13 square. Minus 13 whole square is nothing but plus 13 square. That is 169. Again you see same numbers we got. So here we get the same total. This is also under root 313 units. Now here we got, at present we got AB equal to CD. So here this condition gets satisfied. This condition is proved. Just now we got it. AB equal to CD. So here we can write, therefore we have AB is equal to CD. Let us take it as equation number 1. In this first one, first part over. Now here let us find the distance between A and D. Then B and C. So here first, now I am finding AD. AD, right? See A here, D here. Again same 3 minus of minus 7. So 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 whole square plus minus 5 minus of minus 3. So minus 5 plus 3 whole square. It is minus 5 plus 3 whole square. So here on simplification we get 7 plus 3 is 10. So it is 10 square. 10 square is 100 plus minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square is plus 4. So it is 100 plus 4 is under root 104 units. This is what AD. Now we find BC, distance between B and C. This is under root. See B is here 5 comma 10. C is 15 comma 8. 5 BC, 15 minus 5 whole square. 15 minus 5 whole square plus 8 minus 10 whole square. 8 minus 10 whole square. Let us simplify this. 15 minus 5 is 10. 10 square is 100 plus 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square is plus 4. Same again, 100 plus 4 is 104. So this is also 104 units. Here you see AD is equal to BC. Both the values are same. So here we get, therefore AD is equal to BC. Let us take, see, as it is the first condition, so this also I am taking as first one only. If possible, first one A, this one is first one B. So by these two, here this first verification gets completed. See here, AD equal to BC, AD equal to BC. Now we are going to verify AC not equal to BD, right? Now AC. So here A minus 7 minus 3 and C 15 8. So 15 minus of minus 7. So it is 15 minus of minus 7 is plus 7. 15 plus 7 whole square plus 8 minus of minus 3 means 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 whole square under root. So let us simplify. 15 plus 7 is 22. So it is 22 square. 22 square is 484. 484. That is 22 square value. Same way here, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 square is 121. 121. So let us add them. Here we get, so here no place may not be sufficient. So here I am writing, it is under root. 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10, 0 here 1, it is 605, means 605. 605 units. That is the value of AC, right? Now here we need to find BD, distance between B and D. This is under root. B 5 comma 10, D 3 comma minus 5. So 3 minus 5 whole square, 3 minus 5 whole square plus minus 5 minus 10 whole square, minus 5 minus 10 whole square. On simplification, we get 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square is plus 2 square, that is 4. Plus minus 5 minus 10 is minus 15. Minus 15 square is nothing but plus 15 square, that is 225. On adding, 4 plus 225 is root 229 units. Here you observe, AC is root 605 units, whereas BD is root 229 units. Clearly they are not equal, right? So here we get, therefore we have AC is not equal to BD. That is what here required second condition. So let us take this as equation number 2, right? Now let us check the third condition, that is midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. So let us find midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC, already we have discussed the formula, that is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, right? So here for A and C, for these two, x1 is minus 7 plus x2 is 15 by 2, y1 is minus 3 plus y2 is 8 by 2. So on simplification, we get here 15 minus 7 is 8, 15 minus 7 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4, right? 8 minus 3 is 5, this is 5 by 2. So this is the midpoint of AC. Now we need to find the midpoint of BD. So let us find here midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. Here you see B is 5 comma 10, D is 3 comma minus 5. So x1 plus x2 means 5 plus 3 by 2, 5 plus 3 by 2, 10 plus minus 5, 10. According to the formula, plus is there. Here this value itself has minus. Plus into minus is minus. So here 10 minus 5 by 2 Here I repeat children. See, y1 plus y2 means 10 plus minus 5. This y2 itself is minus 5. 10 plus minus 5. So that is 10 plus into minus 5 is minus 5. So 10 minus 5. Is it clear? So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 by 2 is 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 by 2 is 4. 10 minus 5 is 5. So 5 by 2. You observe here. Midpoint of AC is 4 comma 5 by 2. Midpoint of BD is also 4 comma 5 by 2. So here we have, therefore we have midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. So let us take this case as third case. So let us take it as equation number 3. Right? So finally we have proved first one, second one, and then third one. So clearly we can write here, therefore we have these all the conditions. Hence, since all these conditions get satisfied, hence these given points, they form or they are the corners of a parallelogram. So we can write, hence given A, B, C and D, these points are the corners of a parallelogram. A parallelogram. So with this it is given that prove that. So here we can write hence proved. Hence proved. With this, the seventh problem gets completed. Question number 8, that is, show that the points minus 4 comma minus 7, minus 1 comma 2, 8 comma 5 and 5 comma minus 4 taken in order are the vertices of a rhombus and find its area. So here let us consider the points in the same order like A, B, C, D. We need to prove that A, B, C, D form a rhombus. Let us see the properties of rhombus first. For example, here I am taking A, first point, that is minus 4 comma minus 7, right? This is B, that is second point, minus 1 comma 2. This is C, that is third point, 8 comma 5, and this is D, that is fourth point, 5 comma minus 4. This is what taking in order. For proving ABCD is a rhombus, what are the things to be verified? First one is, rhombus has all the 4 sides equal. It has 4 equal sides. So here AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. This is what the thing what we need to check first. And the second thing is that in a rhombus, diagonals, length of diagonals is not equal. That means here AC is not equal to BD. This is the second case. And the third one what we need to check, in a rhombus, even though the length of the diagonals are not equal, but the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. At 90 degrees anyway, this concept is based on the distances. So here angle, whether we check or we do not check, it's not a problem, but the thing is that we have to check that the diagonals bisect each other. So let us take this point as P. That means here P is the midpoint of AC, the same P is the midpoint of BD. That means here what we need to check, midpoint of AC should be equal to midpoint of BD. This is what children our checklist, right? If these points follow all the 3 conditions, then we can say ABCD is a rhombus. Shall we start now? So first one AB. So here before starting the problem, let us write the distance formula. That is, if Ax comma x1 comma y1 is the first point, Bx2 comma y2 is the second point, then distance between AB is, we have a formula, that is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Based on this formula, we are going to solve the problem. This is the suitable formula for this question. Now let us find first AB, distance between A and B. First here, A is minus 4 comma minus 7, B is minus 1 comma 2. So I am finding distance between A and B. Minus 1 minus of minus means plus 4. Minus 1 minus of minus 4, that is plus 4. Minus 1 plus 4 whole square plus 2 minus of minus 7. So that is 2 plus 7. This is 2 plus 7 whole square is equal to minus 1 plus 4 can also be said as 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 square is 9. Plus 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 square is 81. So here it can be written as root 90. Root 90. So let us write this as 9 into 10. This 90 can be written as 9 into 10. So here you observe, addition means we cannot split the square root. Here you do not think that is root 9 plus root 81. Whereas in multiplication it can be splitted. Right? So here root 9 can be written as 3. Root 10, let us leave it as it is. So this value here we can write it as, this is 3 root 10. So here I am writing, this is root 9 is 3. So it is 3 root 10 units. That is the distance between A and B, that is 3 root 10. Now I am finding BC. BC is again under root. See BC, 8 minus of minus 1, so 8 plus 1 whole square plus 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 whole square. So it is 8 plus 1 is 9, so 9 square is 81 plus 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 square is 9. As usual, this is again root 90. 81 plus 9 is 90. So root 90, earlier I have told you, that is 3 root 10. So here it is 3 root 10 units. AB over BC over. Now we should find CD. Distance between C and D. It is under root C 8 comma 5, D 5 comma minus 4. 8 minus 5 whole square, 8 minus 5 whole square plus 5 minus of minus 4. It itself is minus 4. So 5 minus of minus means 5 plus 4 whole square. It is 5 plus 4 whole square. Let us write their values. 8 minus 5 is 3, 3 square is 9 plus 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 square is 81. It is again 90. Root 90 can be written as 3 root 10. So 3 root 10 units. Now AB, BC, CD over. Now DA. So here I am finding DA. Distance between D and A. Means D is 5 minus 4. A is minus 4 minus 7. 5 minus of minus 4. So 5 plus 4 whole square. 5 plus 4 whole square plus minus 4 minus of minus 7 means minus 4 plus 7. Minus 4 plus 7 whole square. On simplification, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 square is 81 plus minus 4 plus 7 nothing but 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3, 3 square is 9. So here this value also we got it as root 90, that is nothing but 3 root 10 units. Now here you observe, here all the values 3 root 10, 3 root 10, 3 root 10, 3 root 10. These values are nothing but AB, BC, CD, DA. Therefore, here we have AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Each is 3 root 10 units. So we got this first one. As this is the first one, let us take it as equation number 1, right? Now let us check second condition, that is AC not equal to BD. So let us find AC first. AC in the sense distance between A and C. A minus 4 minus 7, C 8 comma 5. 8 minus of minus 4, that is 8 plus 4 whole square. 8 plus 4 whole square plus 5 minus of minus 7 means 5 plus 7. This is 5 plus 7 whole square. This can be written as 8 plus 4 means 12 square. 5 plus 7 is also 12 square. So we are writing this one as 12 square plus 12 square. It is 2 times 12 square. 2 times 12 square under root. This root can be splitted as root 2 into root 12 square. Their square and root get cancelled, so you get only 12. So finally it is 12 root 2 units. Is it clear? It is root 2 into root 12 square. Root 2 let us write as it is because it does not have the perfect square root. Whereas root 12 square, the square root and square get cancelled, you will get only perfect 12 you will get. So root 2 into 12 can be written as 12 root 2. 12 root 2 units. So we found AC. Now let us find BD. Distance between B and D. Here B is minus 1 comma 2. D is 5 comma minus 4. So minus 1 minus 5 whole square. Minus 1 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus of minus 4 means plus 4. 2 plus 4 whole square. Right? Now here let us simplify this value. Minus 1 minus 5 nothing but minus 6. Minus 6 whole square nothing but plus 6 square. Plus 2 plus 4 is 6. So this is 6 square. Here we get 6 square plus 6 square. This is 2 times 6 square. Let us split the square root. It is root 2 into root 6 square is 6. So here 6 comes forward. 6 root 2 units. Here you compare, children. Observe. AC is 12 times root 2 units, whereas BD is 6 times root 2 units. That means here these two values are not equal. So here we get, therefore AC value is not equal to BD value. So this is what here you see, that is the second condition what we need to check. So let us take it as equation number 2. Now let us check the third bit, that is midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD, right? Now before going that, I would like to tell you the midpoint formula. So let us take first midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Let us see the midpoint formula. Suppose A x1 y1, C x2 y2, or it may be B also. Here we are taking A and C, that's why I am taking A and C, right? So here A x1 y1, C x2 y2. Then midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Let us write the formula first. x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Right. So here let us find the midpoint of AC. A minus 4 comma minus 7, C 8 comma 5. In this x1 is minus 4, in this x2 is 8. So minus 4 plus 8 by 2, minus 4 plus 8 by 2, comma. In this y1 is minus 7, in this y2 is 5. Minus 7 plus 5 by 2, minus 7 plus 5 by 2. On simplification, here we get, this is minus 4 plus 8 means 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4, right? 4 by 2 is 2. Hope you understand. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. Minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2. 2 get cancelled. So here you get minus 1. So this is the midpoint of AC. Now we are going to find the midpoint of BD. Now midpoint of BD. Let us here B is minus 1 comma 2, D is 5 comma minus 4. X1 plus X2 by 2 means minus 1 plus 5 by 2. Minus 1 plus 5 by 2. Y1 plus Y2 by 2. Y1 is 2 here. Y2 is minus 4. So 2 plus minus 4 means we can write 2 minus 4, because plus into minus is minus. 2 plus minus 4. Plus into minus 4 is minus 4. So 2 minus 4 by 2. Let us simplify this. Minus 1 plus 5 can be said as 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Right. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 is 2 to get cancelled. This is minus 1. So here you observe midpoint of AC is 2 comma minus 1. Midpoint of BD is also 2 comma minus 1. See, these two values are equal. So here we can write, therefore midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. This is our third condition here. So let us take this condition as equation number. This is 3. So let us take this also 3 not to get confusion. So here, if you observe, we have proved first condition. It says that all the four sides are equal. We have proved the second condition. That says that lengths of the diagonals are not equal. We proved the third condition also. It says that the diagonals bisect each other. So by proving these, so here by already we have proved this. So we can write that we have, these are the conditions. Based on these conditions, therefore the given points, let us take it as A, B, C and D. These points taken in order are the vertices of a rhombus. A, B, C, D are the vertices of a rhombus. The vertices of a rhombus. See here, let us check. Can we conclude the problem here? Let us read the question. After proving that they form a rhombus, we are asked to find its area also. Now let us see how to find the area of the rhombus. Now let us find the area of the rhombus ABCD. Area of rhombus ABCD. Area of rhombus, we have a formula, that is 1 by 2 into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. 1 by 2 into D1 into D2, where D1 is diagonal 1. If you take D1 as AC, then D2 will be BD. If not, if you take D1 as BD, then D2 will be AC. However you want, you can take. So here I am taking D1 as AC. Already we have found this value. This is 12 root 2 units. Just now we found it. AC is 12 root 2 units. So D1 is 12 root 2 units. Same way D2. D2 is nothing but, since we have taken AC as D1, now BD will be second diagonal. D1, D2 therefore diagonals. So here BD is equal to, already we got this value, it is 6 root 2 units. 6 root 2 units. Let us substitute these values here. So this is 1 by 2 into D1. D1 nothing but AC. AC is 12 root 2. So 1 by 2 into 12 root 2 into, this is D2. D2 is BD. BD means 6 root 2. So it is 6 root 2. Right? So on simplification, let us write here 12 first, then here 6 into root 2 into root 2 is root 2 square. Square root get cancelled. You will get here 2. Right? This 1 by 2 is also there. Let us write by 2. If you maintain 1 by 2 same, then also no problem. Then here 2 and 2 get cancelled. 12 6 are 72. Right? Here one thing you need to keep in mind, children. If you leave the answer as it is, there is a chance to lose the marks, because here units. The units, writing units is very important. Here you see AC is 12 root 2 units, BD is 6 root 2 units. Here then can we write 72 or 72 units? No, because here you multiplied these two, D1 into D2. So we multiply 12 root 2 into 6 root 2, right? U into U also to be multiplied. U into U nothing but U square. So here this is 72 U square, or it can be written as 72 square units. Square units. So this is the area of the given rhombus ABCD. With this problem 8th one gets completed. Now we see exercise 7.1 question number 9. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. In this first bit these 4 points are given. Let us take those points as capital A -1, -2, capital B 1, 0, capital C -1, 2, and capital D -3, 0. Before finding which type of quadrilateral it is, see here, this is the checklist what we need to verify. Let us prepare a checklist, right? First checklist is you need to find the sides of the quadrilateral. Sides in the sense we need to find AB, BC, CD and then DA, right? Now second one, we need to find diagonals. Diagonals in the sense, for example, if you take, just imagine the quadrilateral like this of any shape. So A, B, C, D. After finding these sides, we need to find the diagonals AC and then BD. Diagonals are AC and BD. Third thing what we need to verify, we need to find the midpoints of the diagonals. So we have to find midpoints of diagonals, right? These 3 things we need to verify. Based on them we decide which type of quadrilateral it is. So here first let us find the sides. In which first one? AB. So here, as you know, the distance formula. First let us write the distance formula. AB equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Based on this formula we are going to solve this bit. So here first AB, distance between A and B. So here A is -1, -2, B is 1, 0. So let us apply this formula. 1 minus of -1, so 1 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus of -2 means 0 plus 2 whole square. So here on simplification 1 plus 1 is 2, so it is 2 square plus 0 plus 2 is 2, so it is 2 square. It can be written as 2 times 2 square. 2 times 2 square. Let us split the square root. So here the square and root get cancelled. I am writing this 2 first. This is this 2. Then I am writing root 2 here. So 2 root 2 units. Right? Now we have found AB. Now BC. BC, distance between B and C. Under root -1 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square. Right? It is under root minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square nothing but plus 2 square, because minus 2 square is 4, plus 2 square also 4. So minus 1 whole square nothing but minus 2 whole square. I am writing here that as 2 square, right? Plus 2 minus 0 is again 2, so 2 square. Again same as usual, 2 square plus 2 square is 2 times 2 square. 2 times 2 square, let us split the square root. Like in the same previous step, root 2 square, square and root get cancelled, we get 2, that 2 I am writing first, and this root 2 as it is, so it is 2 root 2 units. Now AB over BC over, now we are finding CD. So let us go to third one, that is C to D. Same way, CD, minus 3 minus of minus 1, so plus 1, minus 3 plus 1 whole square, minus 3 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 2 whole square, 0 minus 2 whole square. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. For your understanding here I am writing, it is minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 2 is also minus 2 whole square under root, right? So here as you know, minus 2 whole square is plus 2 square. This is also plus 2 square. So it is 2 times 2 square. So 2 times 2 square. Let us split the square root. Same like the previous step, you will get 2 root 2 units. Now DA, D and A. So let us find the distance between D and A. Minus 3 minus of minus 1. So minus 3 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus of minus 2. So 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 whole square. So it is under root. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 whole square plus 0 plus 2 is plus 2 square. As you know, minus 2 whole square is again 2 square. 2 square plus 2 square is 2 times 2 square. Let us split the square root. Square and root get cancelled. So it is, this 2 comes first, 2 root 2 units. So here you observe AB, BC, CD, DA, all the 4 values are found, and it is observed that all are equal. So here we can write, therefore AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, right? Let us take it as the first one. So let us take it as equation number 1. Now just now we have proved this first one. Now we are going to check for the second one, that is diagonals AC and BD. So first we find AC, distance between A and C. A is here minus 1 minus 2, C is here minus 1 comma 2. So minus 1 minus of minus 1. So minus 1 minus of minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 whole square plus 2 minus of minus means 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 whole square, right? Minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled, it is, that is 0. 0 square is 0. 0 square is 0. We need not to write it. 2 plus 2 is 4. So it is 4 square. So finally we get 0 plus 4 square. 0 plus 4 square. This is nothing but 4 square. Under root, square and root get cancelled. So here you get 4 units. AC is 4 units. Now we need to find BD. So let us find the distance between B and D. This is under root. B 1 comma 0, D minus 3 comma 0. Minus 3 minus 1 whole square. Minus 3 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 0 whole square. Right? Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Minus 4 whole square plus 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 square is also 0. Minus 4 whole square can be written as plus 4 square. Plus 0, same plus 4 square will come. So square and root get cancelled. So this is also we got here 4 units. After finding diagonals, we have AC is equal to BD. So let us take this one as the second case. So second one is also verified successfully. Now just now we have verified diagonals are also equal. So second one also we get successfully completed it. Now let us go to this third one. midpoints of diagonals, means midpoints of V, midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD. For the midpoint formula, this distance formula is not suited. So let us take out this formula. Now let us write the midpoint formula. Right? Midpoint of A x1 y1 B x2 y2 is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint formula. Based on this, we are going to solve this third bit. In this third bit, right? Now let us find midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is C A minus 1 comma minus 2, C minus 1 comma 2. So here x1 is minus 1, x2 is also minus 1. See, x1 plus x2. x1 is minus 1, let us change the bracket here. x1 is minus 1 plus x2 is also minus 1 by 2. Here y1 is minus 2 plus y2 is 2 by 2. Let us simplify this. This is minus 1 plus into minus, minus 1 by 2 minus 2 plus 2 by 2. Here let us keep the open brackets. Actually this formula has open brackets only. These kind of curved brackets called open brackets. These kind of rectangular box type brackets are called closed brackets. Right? Here we should not use wherever they want. They have proper significance. It will be known to you in the higher classes. But the thing is that here whenever you are using again curved brackets, or we can call them as open brackets, it looks somehow uneasy to see all the open brackets. That is the reason here I changed the brackets here outside. Hope you understood. So here let us come back to the original brackets, open brackets. Now here we get minus 1 is minus 2, minus 2 by 2 is minus 1. Minus 2 plus 2 get cancelled, there you get 0, 0 by 2 is 0. Therefore here midpoint of AC we got here minus 1 comma 0. Now let us find the midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. So here B you see 1 comma 0, D minus 3 comma 0. Right? Now let us find their midpoint. x1 1, x2 minus 3. So x1 plus x2 means 1 plus minus 3 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here y1 is 0, y2 is also 0. So 0 plus 0 by 2. On simplification, 1 plus into minus 3 minus 3. 1 minus 3 by 2 comma 0 plus 0 0. 0 by 2. So here we get 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 is minus 1 comma 0 by 2 is 0. Here you observe midpoint of AC is minus 1 comma 0. Midpoint of BD is also minus 1 comma 0. In this case we get midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. That means here in our checklist this third condition also gets satisfied. Right? Now we came to the conclusion. Just now we proved this third one. Midpoints of diagonals are also equal. Now here let us conclude all the things. We have from 1 to 3. First one, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD equal to DA. This is the first one we proved. And the second one, AC is equal to BD. So diagonals also equal. And the third one, midpoints are equal. Means we can say, here we can write it as, it has all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal. Right? And here diagonals are also equal. Diagonals are equal. right? Finally here we got midpoints of diagonals are also equal. That means here you see midpoint, just for understanding I am writing m by p, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD you got, right? Just now we got it. That means here the meaning is that diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other, right? So here, which a quadrilateral which satisfies all these conditions. If a quadrilateral, if it satisfies all the conditions, then the quadrilateral becomes here you see A, B, C, D. It satisfied all the sides equal. First one. Diagonals also equal. Second one. Over. Midpoints also equal. That means diagonal bisect each other. Now can you tell me what is the name of this quadrilateral? So the quadrilateral is a square. The quadrilateral is a square. That means here the given 4 points A, B, C, D, they form a square. So here initially we have assumed this quadrilateral. This can be, means here this quadrilateral can be a square as we have seen just now. With this bit gets completed. Now we see exercise 7.1, 9th problem. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. In that second bit, -3, 5, let us take this point as capital A. Second point is 1, 10, take it as capital B. Third one is C, 3, 1, and fourth one is D, -1, -4. So before solving this problem, let us write a checklist here. So this is the checklist to be checked now. So here first let us assume that this ABCD, it forms a quadrilateral of any kind. Here I am taking A, B, C and then D. First checking is, let us check all the sides. So this is checking of the sides, means AB, BC, CD and then DA. Second checking is diagonals. Let us check the diagonals, length of the diagonals. Here you see AC is one diagonal and BD is the other diagonal. So here AC and BD. Third checking is their midpoints. Midpoint in short I am writing just M by P, midpoint. Here as there is no place. So midpoint of AC and then midpoint of BD. So this is our checklist which is to be checked now. So let us start this first one, that is AB. As you know the distance formula, distance between 2 points A x1 by 1, B x2 by 2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Based on this formula, we are going to continue the present bit. So here first one is AB under root 1 minus of -3. So 1 plus 3 whole square plus 10 minus 5 whole square. On simplification, 1 plus 3 is 4. So it is 4 square. 4 square is 16. Right? 10 minus 5 is 5. So 5 square. 10 minus 5 is 5. This square is this, so 5 square. 5 square is 25. 16 plus 25 is 41. Root 41. Let us leave it as it is. Root 41 units. AB over. Now BC. distance between B and C, it is under root B 1 comma 10, C 3 comma 1, 3 minus 1 whole square, 3 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 10 whole square, 1 minus 10 whole square. On simplification, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4 plus 1 minus 10 is minus 9, minus 9 whole square is 81. Minus 9 whole square is actually minus 9 into minus 9. Minus into minus is plus, 9 9s are 81, that's why it become 81. 81 plus 4 is 85, so it is under root 85 units. AB over BC over. Now we are going for CD. Distance between C and D. C 3 comma 1, D minus 1 comma minus 4. Minus 1 minus 3 whole square plus minus 4 minus 1 whole square. On simplification, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Minus 4 whole square is plus 16 plus minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. Minus 5 whole square is plus 25. 16 plus 25 is 41. So it is under root 41 units. Now last one, DA we are going to find now. DA is under root distance between D minus 1 comma minus 4 and A minus 3 comma 5. Minus 1 minus of minus 3 means plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 whole square. Minus 1 plus 3 whole square plus minus 4 minus 5 whole square. So this one on simplification, this is minus 1 plus 3 can be read as 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4 plus minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9, minus 9 whole square is plus 81. So 4 plus 81 is 85. So it is under root 85 units. Here you understand what we get the values here concluded. Let us conclude for this first bit. Okay. So here you just observe root 41, root 41 both are equal. Here I am keeping this arrow mark for your understanding only. These two values are equal. That means this value indicates AB, this value indicates CD. Here we get, here we can write, we have this value AB and CD both are equal. So AB is equal to CD, right? Here you see this is root 85, this is root 85. These two values are also equal. This root 85 indicates BC, this root 85 indicates DA. So BC and DA both are equal. So we have AB equal to CD and BC is equal to DA. So let us take this as equation number 1, right? Now let us check second bit, that is diagonals AC and BD. So let us find the distance between A minus 3 comma 5 and C 3 comma 1. This is under root 3 minus of minus 3. So 3 plus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square. Let us write its simplification. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 square is 36 plus 1 minus 5 is minus 4, minus 4 whole square is plus 16. So on adding we get here 52, right? Wherever it is possible, better to convert this one into square roots, further square roots. So here can we write this one as root 52? Can it be written 4 into 13? Definitely yes. Why? Because when we split the square root, then what happens? Root 4 becomes 2. So it is 2 root 13 units. Root 4 becomes 2. So 2 root 13 units. Right? Now AC over. We find BD. BD is equal to under root B 1 comma 10 and D minus 1 comma minus 4. Minus 1 whole square plus minus 4 minus 10 whole square. Minus 4 minus 10 whole square. So this is under root minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 whole square is plus 4 plus minus 4 minus 10 is minus 14. Minus 14 whole square, nothing but plus 14 square means 196. So on adding we will get 200. 200 can be written as 100 into 2. 100 into 2. Let us split the square root. Root 100 into root 2. Root 100 is nothing but 10 square. Root 100 can be written as 10 square. Root into root 2. Square root get cancelled. So here we get this value as 10 times root 2 units. Here you observe the length of AC we get 2 root 13. Length of BD we get here 10 root 2. So here are they equal? They are not equal. So here we have the distance between A and C, AC is not equal to distance between B and D, that is BD. So let us take this as second equation. Now we are going to find the third bit, that is midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD. As this formula is distance, so let us change this formula. This is not suitable for finding the midpoint. So here let us write the midpoint formula. Midpoint of line joining A x1 by 1 and B x2 by 2 is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So let us apply this formula for finding the midpoint in this third case. So now let us find midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is x1 minus 3 and x2 is 3. So minus 3 plus 3 by 2, right? y1 is 5 plus y2 is minus 4. Sorry, here y2 is 1. We are finding A and C, right? y2 is 1. So 5 plus 1 by 2. On simplification, here let us change the bracket now. So minus 3 plus 3 by 2 comma 5 plus 1 is 6. So let us write for this step 5 plus 1 only. Now we are writing minus 3 plus 3 get cancelled. It is 0 by 2. 0 by 2 nothing but 0. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 by 2. 6 by 2 nothing but 3. So midpoint of AC we got here 0 comma 3. Let us find the midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. So here B in which x1 is 1, here x2 is minus 1. 1 plus minus 1 by 2, 10 plus minus 4 by 2. 10 plus minus 4 by 2. Let us simplify this. 1 plus into minus is minus 1 by 2. It is 1 minus 1 by 2. The second coordinate is 10 plus and minus is minus 4 by 2. Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. 0 by 2 is 0. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. So here you compare the values. Midpoint of AC is 0 comma 3. Same 0 comma 3 is the midpoint of BD also. So here we have, therefore midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. So this is the third case. Let us take equation number 3. Now let us conclude this problem. So from all the cases we have the following observations. First one we got here AB is equal to CD, AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to DA. This is our first conclusion. This is equation number 1, right? Second one, what we got here? Second one is diagonals are not equal. So AC is not equal to BD. And the third one, midpoints again we got equal. So midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Right? Let us write the conclusions here. First one indicates that AB is equal to CD, BC is equal to AD, means opposite pair of sides are equal. So here we can write that opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Right? Second one indicates AC not equal to BD, means here we can say diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal. That means they have different lengths. Third one, midpoints are equal. AB, midpoint of AC, midpoint of BD, they are equal. Means the midpoint is equal, you can say. So here it indicates that diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. Now, if a quadrilateral, it satisfies all the given three conditions, then what do we call the quadrilateral? Let us see here. You see, here this is AB, this is CD. Here, these opposite sides are equal. AB equal to CD. AB and CD equal. AD and BC are also equal. This is first case. Diagonals are not equal. See, this is the longer diagonal, this is the shorter diagonal. Diagonals are not equal. Their midpoints are equal. That means you see, this point, for example, if I take P, DP is equal to PB, AP is equal to PC. That is the meaning, right? That means here what you need to understand, what is the name of this quadrilateral? If it satisfies all the three conditions, this is nothing but a parallelogram. So here we can write that therefore the given points form a parallelogram. With this second bit gets completed.